let's get into the agenda check. Noah, does that sound good?
Let's do it.
I've got 4 written down here, so let's just dive right into it. Let's start with a player that we don't really talk about all that much on this show. Paul Rothrock. Agenda strengthened again. I mean, it's not a coincidence that in the first half, with him not on the field, you put in one of the worst halves that you've played all season, and then as soon as you put Paul Rothrock in, you look like one of the best teams in the league. You know, like there is. I'm pretty sure that there's a correlation there, and he wins the first penalty that gets Seattle his first goal, almost wins another penalty, and just in general, once again, brought energy, juice, and swagger that completely changed the game. He's doing it every week. Like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills a little bit sometimes when he plays like this, and then he's not in the lineup.
It doesn't make any sense.
The agenda is. I didn't think it could get more strengthened, but he managed to do. He did it again.
It's first team. It's first XI strengthened. It's crazy. He is a dynamic player. He is a player who crashes into the box, which apparently no other Sounder wants to do.
The run he made on the penalty that he won, like when was the last time Rui Diaz got that
Never.
close to the goal? Like that's
well, he did back like 4 years ago, but like yeah. It's insane. I don't get it.
And I don't even mean to like single out Rui Diaz there. It's just like pretty much any forward, like Moose, even Jordan's not scoring from that in close there. If the guy doesn't tug him down, he scores. He gets another goal, and like winning a penalty there, you know, you don't get a goal contribution on the stat sheet. But I think like you can say that like Paul Rothrock gets like partial credit for that goal. He made the run that forced the guy to foul him in the box and won the penalty. He basically got the team a goal.
Which is why I think Brian loves him, because that's the type of player he is. He's not going to be a $10 million flashy striker 9 or winger or anything like that. He is a day in, day out player, a guy who like will get down the field, make a run on empty, run back and defend. He's where he needs to be. He does his thing. Like, he is the antithesis of a Seattle Sounders player. Like, I'm not even joking. He is the perfect Seattle Sounders player. And he is whatever's above heaven. That's where his agenda is right now.
Yeah. I mean, he has to start against the Revs. Like if he's not starting against the Revs.
Why are we playing Leo Chu?
I mean, so that's sort of, it gets to another issue. We're getting on a tangent here.
We'll get into it in questions. Let's keep it moving.
All right. Next agenda. Rusnak is terrible agenda. Diminished again. I'm sorry. All right. Like, I know that there's going to be a contingent of people, like I was already seeing it, that were contending that because the 2 goals that he scored are penalties, so they don't count, or they're not like real goals.
PK Merchant.
First of all, that's not how it works. Like, you do get credit both on the scoreboard and on your individual stat sheet for scoring penalty kicks. But the other thing is, like, these penalty kicks are not necessarily gimmies. Like, everyone thinks of them as auto goals, but they're not. And especially the level of pressure that was on both of those penalty kicks last night was unbelievably high.
Yeah.
Unbelievably high. He had to make those. Otherwise, Seattle would have been in danger of not getting the result. He stepped up and he really came through in a pressure moment. And like you said, honestly, he's been, if you just look across the leagues, he's been one of the best attacking players in the league for the last few weeks here. He's really cooking again on his set piece delivery and just his free kicks in general. Like, I'm glad to see his play on dead balls, like getting back to what I saw during his Real Salt Lake years. I feel like finally, that's when they signed him. That's what I thought they were getting. We just haven't really seen it consistently, but we're seeing that. And the penalties that he hit last night were huge.
Yeah, dude, 4 assists and 2 goals in the last 4 games.
What do you want?
That's a DP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what you want. Like, maybe he's not a forever DP, but I gotta say, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
I would say, like, he does have to sustain it.
Yeah.
But, like, if we're just looking at the last few weeks, he is producing how you want and need your DP number 10 to produce. So once again, the vocal anti-Rusnak majority, a tough week for them. RBW agenda, I have unchanged. I thought he was solid, if unspectacular. I want to see him use that kind of propensity for getting forward and creating danger. I want to see him use that a little more. We've talked a few times, Noah, about kind of the effect that the lack of a Jovan Jones / Brad Smith type player, like how this team could kind of use that. I think if there's anyone on the roster that has the potential to provide those types of attributes, it's RBW, right? So I want to see him do that more, and I think he has the ability to be that type of player. I don't know if he's going to be. Do you remember the year where Jovan Jones had like 11 assists? I don't know if RBW will. I think, but that's like if he hits his ceiling at that position, I think that's sort of the type of player and the type of output that you'd want him to get to. I want to see more of that from him, but he did. I thought he was pretty solid in this game.
I don't want to compare him to another young prospect because it's completely different situations. But if you look at Obed, you can kind of slot Obed in with any group of players and he's going to perform well. I think with Reed, he didn't really play well off Leo Chu at all. So I think Reed is still in the stage of development where he is relying on the players around him more than his own individual ability, which is totally fine. I think that that's completely normal, especially for a wingback position as well. You're going to rely on your winger for overlaps and that fluidity is important. So I'm excited to see how he develops. I still think he looked better with Paul Rothrock. So, or Pedro de la Vega, I guess, was out there. Moved out there.
Obed agenda, strong as ever, in my opinion. Definitely nothing done to diminish it. He almost scored a goal in this game. Chris Brady got him with a pretty good save. But I thought, once again, he looked great on the ball. I thought he generated danger. I thought he got really close to finding the score sheet again. So,
he's not going to be here much longer.
He's probably going to get sold for a huge bag. That's the type of trajectory that he's on right now, and this game did nothing to dissuade me of that notion.
Yeah, I agree. Hands down, love Obed. Keep cooking, kid.